Hi, I'm Rick at Rick Turns, and today's video is that was supposed to be my Grand Slam opening to the video. Special effects, you can't work with them. That special effect worked okay, but I don't think I want to turn it like this. I don't think it's going to turn very well like this either. Well, I don't think that's going to work very well either. Today's project, I'm going to be using this piece of Bradford Pear. Like my previous video, this is my last piece of Bradford Pear. So I've got roughly 13 inches there, 16 inches there. A little bit of a crack over here and over here. So let me see, 11, 12, 14, definitely going to be too big. 13, hey, that's just about right. All right, gonna mark the center point there. Actually, yeah, I need to put this on from here, I think. Got it a 1.5 inch length screw. All right, looks like that one will work. All right, let's get this out. There we have it. Mark the center here. Now, how am I going to hold this on the headstock? Probably I'm going to use the faceplate ring and this time the appropriately sized faceplate jaws, chuck jaws. Now this is a record SC4 chuck with the 50 millimeter jaws that it comes with. And these are dovetailed on the outside and on the inside. And this is the faceplate ring that comes with the kit. So when you buy the kit, you can buy the body separately. So I am going to expand this into this, hopefully for a sturdy fit. And all right, so I'm going to bring the tailstock up because if you saw my last video, I'm sure you'll remember I had a really wonderful clip where the wood flew out of the chuck and onto the floor. I'm trying not to repeat that. All right, ready to start. Get rid of all this waste, bring it down to about the narrowest part, right about there. So, let's see how fast I can go. That's about 420. So right around 420, that's as fast as I'm going to be able to go, and I'm going to be working initially with my 5/8 inch bowl gouge.
and probably most of the time with my 5/8 inch bowl gouge, because that's what I use mostly. Before I finish bringing it down to round, you see we've got a real big slant right here, which is going to reduce the overall diameter. I'm going to remove the faceplate, get rid of this, and turn a recess for my chuck jaws.
I'm going to use this. This is the maximum diameter chuck jaws that I have. This is a record SC4 chuck with its 120 millimeter jaws, and to the outside is 130 millimeters. So I want to set that, I want to set my calipers here to about half of that, which would be 65. Get rid of some of that waste there. Let's see, that looks like it's about 1/4 of an inch. And that is about 5/16. So I think that's probably deep enough. I have reversed it. It's being held now by my record SC4 with 120 millimeter jaws expanded into a recess, and that looks good. And so now I am going to flatten the surface. I'm going to be hollowing this down until my depth gauge tells me I'm at the right depth, which would be like 1/2 inch, something like that, 3/8 of an inch. Now for the next step. This is going to be a Christmas platter, and I am going to wood burn this little decoration into it, and then I'm going to use some aniline dye, green and red, to color it. So now I need to lay out the pattern and trace this on there. And this is transfer paper. All right, now I'm going to trace my pattern on there. And that part is done. Now let's take these off. So the next step is the burning. Trace all these lines in with the burning tip. Have I mentioned this is going to take a while? And that has all the lines burned in. I got green dye here, and I got red dye here. These are aniline dyes. So I am going to make the leaves green, and I'm going to make the berries red, and a little bit of red decoration on the bells there. So well, this has got to dry for a while. I've given this dye overnight to dry, and now I'm going to rub it a little bit, try and get any excess off. Just a tiny bit coming off there, not much. So what I'm going to be using for a finish, same thing I've used on my recent bowls, is this Mahoney's Finishes utility finish. It's Walnut oil. Going to be using these. These are gun cleaning cloths, 3x3. And I got that idea from Mike Peace's video recently, fairly recent video where he did that. Now let's see. Okay, good. We're not getting any dye coming off there, and that's good. Let's see how that goes. Yep. And I'm going to let this sit for a few minutes, at least 10 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Then I'll come back, I'll wipe it off, maybe probably put on a second coat. Well, it actually turned out pretty good. It's got 3 coats of walnut oil on it, kind of rubbed between each one with another coat applied right after it. And it really looks quite nice. I'm quite pleased with this, and you might guess here it's kind of a Christmas-themed platter. This is a Bradford Pear platter with a wood-burned Christmas pattern, red and green aniline dye.